Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter number 14, Transport. Now, what is transport and how it is used? Transport is a means that help us to move from one place to another place. And transportation can be with the various things. That is, it can be used for carrying out heavy loads and as well as human beings. So, we travel from one place to another place with the means of transportation. It can be roadways, railways, airways, or waterways. So, today we are going to see some points related to transportation. So, let's begin with the chapter. Now, in your textbook, one experiment is given on page number 68. Now, we need to try this experiment. Now, in this pandemic crisis, as it is not possible, so you can try out after some time. Now, you need to go to your friend's house, park, shop, or a school that is 1 kilometer far away from your home. So, you need to do three things on three different days. The first day, you're going to walk to the chosen place. The second day, you're going to use a bicycle to ride. And the third day, you're going to use an automobile. And you're going to observe all these three journeys. After completing the observation, we need to note down certain points. And while going with all these three journeys, by walking, by riding a bicycle, and by using an automobile, we need to carry a bag. And we need to use the same road for all the three journeys. Now, need to note down some points. The time taken for each journey on each of the 3 days. Walking would take more, riding would take less, and using an automobile would be very less. The second one is which journey took the longest time? That is, the journey of a walking took the longest time. And the shortest one was through an automobile. On which journey did you have to carry your own things? That is, while walking. Which was the most comfortable journey? Using an automobile. On which journey did you have to use your fuel? That is, on the journey with an automobile. On which journey were you most bothered by smoke and noise while walking as well as while riding a bicycle? Now, I have answered this question as per my observation. Your observations can be different, my dear children. So, you need to do the experiment by yourself whenever you get time, and accordingly, you need to find out the distance that took more and that took less time. So, from your answers, you will see that walking takes the most time and you have to put in labor to carry your own things. You need to pick up the bag by yourself and putting it on your shoulders. Using a vehicle saves time and effort, as well as it can be an easy mode of transport. You must have also realized that we need to use fuels in automobiles. Yes, automobiles cannot run on water or empty fuel. It is very important that an automobile should have a fuel so that only it can run. It means that different modes of transport have different advantages and disadvantages. So let's discuss what are the advantages and disadvantages of using different modes of transport. In today's fast technological as well as high speed world, we have to depend on several modes of travel as well as transportation of goods can be possible with the help of these vehicles. Modern means of transport have many advantages. That is, works get faster. You save time as well as effort. Trade is facilitated. It helps to develop and communication with other states, other nations, as well as to develop an international relationship. Different parts of the world are now connected because of these transportation facilities. The transport of goods, even on a global level, has become simple and easy. That is why we are exporting and importing different things around the world. As so many things are easily available, the lifestyle of people has improved. That is, we can travel from one place to another place easily with the help of any vehicle. That is, it could be roadways, it could be railways, waterways, or airways. Our work had become easier as compared to what was in the past. The facilities of tourism, health, education, etc. have become speedier. not only in transportation, but our world has improved in many other sectors. So it is tourism, health, and education. Our life had become faster as it was compared to in the past. Due to the various means of transportation, the world has come closer because different things are exported and imported as per the requirement of a nation or of a country. In the slide, you can see two pictures. The pictures of vehicle emitting smoke, and that could be very dangerous. So there is a constant traffic you can see in the picture, and vehicles are emitting smoke. Due to the burning of fuel in the vehicle, they constantly emit smoke and some poisonous gases that are required for a vehicle. So these gases mainly include carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and sulfur dioxide. It could be very dangerous. Similarly, minute particles of carbon and lead are also released into the air that get mixed into the air, and this mixture is completely harmful for the health, and it creates different kind of illnesses among people. An excess of these substances lowers quality of air in the environment, and thus it is going to reduce the level of oxygen also in the environment that is useful or that is used for breathing purpose for every living world. This is what we call as air pollution, when different gases as well as smoke gets mixed in the air and becomes impure for breathing. This is called as air pollution. Now, air pollution not only affects human world but also affects all the biodiversity, that is plants and animals as well. Firstly, it affects the human world by affecting the lungs and eye disorders. Example, burning of eyes or constant emitting of smoke, and if you are present in such kind of smoke, it can be very harmful for your lungs. The leaves of the plant shrivel up and fall. Sprouts get scorched. The growth and development of plants is affected adversely. That is, plants may shed their leaf unnecessarily, and it is going to affect the environment as well as the level of oxygen. The growth and development of plant may not take properly, and the plants may die before their lifespan. The growth may affect the plant as well as new plants cannot be reproduced. Increasing number of vehicles had not only increased the problem of traffic congestion but also it has affected forest areas. Even the human being is getting affected because of this traffic and as well as number of vehicles that produce smoke. The forest area is getting affected, and the habitat, the shelter of plants and animals are also getting affected who are living in this forest area. Because of that, the wild animals who are living in these forest area need to migrate to some other region where they can live safely. The constant sound of vehicles create noise on a large scale. The continuous honking of the vehicles increases noise pollution in the environment. People coming in contact with continuous noise pollution suffers with different illnesses like restlessness, irritability, headaches, lack of concentration, psychological disorders, and many more other illnesses which affect their health. And not only their health, but the people who are coming in contact with these people are also getting affected. If there is a continuous traffic jam, air and noise pollution takes place in that area at a more and at a higher rate. Now, traffic accidents also occur in these areas where the number of vehicles are more, and it results in different kind of injuries. It could be minor as well as it could be major. That means a person can lead to death also in these accidents if it is a major one. Other than that, vehicles are also getting damaged. That means people should understand that if means of transportation is being there, its advantages and disadvantages should be taken into consideration, and accordingly its use should be limited as when it is required. There are certain remedial measures for the problems. To try to cope up with these problems, we should cultivate the habit of walking and riding a bicycle if we are having a work at a shorter or a little longer distance. Other than that, what we can do is we can avoid a burning of fuel. Remember one thing, once you are using a vehicle for a shorter distance, you are burning a fuel as well as you are not cultivating the habit of walking and you are not getting exercise for your body. So it's very important that at a shorter distance either we can walk or we can ride a bicycle. It will help us to have energy level as well as we can increase our stamina. As we are going to reduce the amount of fuel that is burned in the vehicle, we will also reduce pollution level. At other times, if the distance is very far, either we can use public or private transport so that we can save time as well as effort. In this way, we can reduce the severity of harmful effects of transportation. We can try to come up with the problems with the possible solution because every problem has a possible solution. Only the thing is that we need to find out the solutions that will suit everyone. Some more possible solutions are also there for the problems of air pollution. One can use the vehicle and you can use a fuel that causes less pollution. It is very important that we should maintain and repair our vehicles on time. We can use public transport as far as possible. And if it is urgent or any emergency and where you cannot use public transport, private vehicles can be used as per the requirement. To increase the level of oxygen in the environment, it is very important that we plant more and more trees, especially indigenous or local varieties like banyan, peepal, neem, currants, etc. And it is very important to take care of these plants also by putting them water at proper time, giving them sunlight, as well as using organic fertilizers for its proper growth. These trees adapt easily to the local environment and help in enhancing biodiversity. It gives a huge wide variety of biodiversity in the environment. We can avoid the fuels that causes more pollution, and instead of that we can use the fuels that causes less or no pollution, such as LPG, that means liquefied petroleum gas, or CNG, that is compressed natural gas for vehicles. And this we can see nowadays in much of the vehicles it is there. Even if you might have traveled through autos, many of the auto rickshaws are having the CNG fuel in their autos. Always remember, our environment is very sensitive. It is our duty to preserve the environment, keep it in a fresh and healthy manner. Then only we can breathe freely and without any kind of impurities, because these impurities are going to give us different illnesses. It is going to affect our health in future. So it's high time to understand its severity and try to come out with its difficulties in a proper time. The pollution that is coming out from factories or from vehicles is very harmful. Not only air but noise pollution as well, and water pollution. The increasing amount of pollution is going to be very destructive and disaster in future. These effects are harmful for living world, not only living but including our biodiversity. So it is very important to prevent pollution, and as a citizen of a country we should see that we should try to minimize the amount of vehicles as well as the number whatever we are using. The number of vehicles that are increasing for our necessities, for our needs, should have some limitation. Then only we can try to step out a further with a safe and healthy future. As we know, if you're going to use a vehicle at a shorter distance, it is going to create pollution as well as fuel is going to get burned. So what is the best use of that? To use vehicle that is not going to create any kind of pollution, and it is going to be easier as well as help to increase our immunity level. So that is the bicycle. What are the advantages of using a bicycle? It gives us physical exercise. Small loads can be easily carried out, and it does not create any kind of pollution. Self reliant, you can learn a bicycle and you can ride it by yourself. Saves time and can be stored in a small place also. It saves money and less crowding of vehicles on the street. So many advantages are there when we use a bicycle. So we should try to opt the solution where we can reduce the amount of pollution that is going at a high level, and it is going to be harmful in our future life. Here we end with our chapter. In this chapter, we have seen that how transportation can be a boon for us. But if we are not going to take it in a positive manner, if we are not going to limit into it, then it is going to be a curse for us in future only. So it's very important to understand what are its advantages and in future what can be its disadvantages. Here we end with the chapter. Thank you for watching the video. Take care. Bye bye. We'll meeting in the next video with the new chapter.